Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited to do this video because this is going to be my first ever makeup haul. This is mainly from Ulta, but I did pick up a few things from Sephora as well. So I'm going to sit down, go through the products, show you guys what I picked up, and I'm going to apply what I got. Pretty much a full face of makeup. Not quite, but pretty close. I did pick up more than one like lip product, so obviously I'm not going to be applying all of them, but I will do my best to swatch everything. So we'll get started. So for the first product that I picked up, this is Dior Forever Foundation. I'm in the shade 1.5 Neutral. This is a foundation that I have gone through 3 bottles of so far. I like it a lot. Doesn't quite beat the Dior Forever Undercover, but it is a close runner-up. So if you watched my Sephora VIB sale, you'll know that I mentioned picking up the Fenty Matchstick Contour Stick in the shade Amber. I did just that. I did pick it up. I caved in. I wasn't able to get the YSL lip products because they sold out, so I'm a little upset about that, but I am excited to try this out because I just ran out of my KKW contour stick, so we're going to be giving that a shot today. As far as the foundation that I'll be trying today, this is Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation, and I picked up this shade 210B Chai. And this looks like it'll be a lot darker than what I expected. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply this with my beauty blender. This is not a beauty blender. This is the sponge from Morphe. I take that back. I'm sorry, I lied to you. Okay, that looks a lot lighter than what it does in the bottle. A lot lighter. Ooh, that's full coverage too. Which is what it claims to be. I'm not surprised, but... Okay, now that I've got this applied, and I just pulled up Sephora, 210B Chai is described as warmer light skin with pinky beigey undertones. It has a hint of jaundice to it, but finish wise it's beautiful. It's a nice soft matte. There's a slight, like, as I turn, you get a little bit of that luminous look. But up close, it does look heavy. Now, I could probably fix that with MAC Fix Plus. So now we're going to be getting into my Ulta purchases. I picked up the original Tarte Shape Tape. Tried and true, love it, holy grail. But I also picked up the new Ultra Creamy, and I'm interested to see how this is. Now, I'm not going to be trying this one today because I am going to be doing a dedicated video on it, comparing it to the original. So I'm just going to be dipping into the original today. I picked up the same shade in both, which is 16 in Fair Light Neutral. I'm interested to compare them side by side. I'm excited to do that video just to really see like if they are just absolutely identical or if you can tell a difference. A friend of mine, she said that the only thing she really noticed is that it's a little bit lighter coverage than the original. Do you have any idea how long it's been since I've had a new Tarte Shape Tape? Because it takes forever to go through them. Like forever. The same with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. That takes forever to go through. That is so beautiful. And our bump still lives here. She'll go away. I'm going to get a facial tomorrow, and hopefully Lacey can just smack the smithereens out of it and pop it. Or fade it a little bit. Oh, that's so pretty. I forget how much I love that because it's been probably so long since I've had a new one that mine is expired and I'm just using this. Anyway. Okay, so now we're going to go back into the Sephora haul, which is the contour stick. I'm excited, but this, I hope that this doesn't look gray on me. We shall see. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell that this is not quite as emollient as the KKW one, not quite as creamy. Color-wise, pretty similar. Maybe a smidge more cool tone. And since this is a little more of a stiffer formula, I'm just going to do one side of my face at a time because I don't want to be stuck with, you know. And I usually use a fluffy brush with my KKW, but I don't know that that's going to work with this. Oh yeah, that blends for sure. That blends pretty good, actually. I like this a lot. It looks really pretty. I like the color and everything. I created a little bit of a patch, but I think it's probably because of the brush that I'm using. But I like that. All right, I'm gonna do the other side. It blends really nicely with this fluffy brush. I just like a fluffy brush with cream product because it diffuses it really good to me. Okay, I'm gonna go in to do a nose contour, but I'm gonna grab just my brush and directly buff that out just a little bit with a sponge. Okay, that is a hit. That is an absolute hit for me. It looks really good and it was easy to apply. I would personally do one side of my face and then the other half, just in case it does dry down because it is a stiffer formula. So, all right, I'm gonna go set underneath my eyes with a powder. I did not pick up any new powder, so I'm just gonna be using my tried and true Huda Beauty Cupcake. I'll be back. All right, so I went ahead and applied highlight and a little bit of blush while I was at it because I didn't pick up any products for that. So let's get back into the haul. This is all from Ulta, tried and true. Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I got the full size. I love this mascara. It is the best mascara to me. This is the mascara I'll be trying out today. This is MAC Extended Play Giga Black. I'm excited to try this out. This is such an OG YouTuber product. Jaclyn Hill, all of them, they use this, especially for the lower lash line. So I'm excited to give this a shot. I am going to be using it on my top lashes as well. We'll see what it's like. Another tried and true, and it has been years since I purchased this, and I'm so excited to revisit this because I have ran through, goodness, probably like 7 or so of these. This is the Bare Minerals Original Foundation Powder, and I am in the shade Fairly Light 03. I love this powder. For a powder foundation, this is an absolute must. It is superior to all the other powder foundations that I have tried. It is natural. It wears beautifully. It sits on the skin very nice. I can wear this over foundation if I want to go super full coverage, but this is always a tried and true. If I go on vacation or anything like that, if I'm going to hit the beach, want a little bit of makeup, this is what I'm going to be wearing because I want to have a little bit of coverage, which it's a little more than little coverage. I would say this is a solid medium coverage foundation. So I'm super excited to try this out again. LA Girl Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner in the shade Eye Dragon. This is a green color, and I am excited to try this. I'll probably be wearing this tight lined on my eyes today. See if I can get this open. All right, we are coming into our first swatch. This is a metallic, but where do I want to put it? Ooh, that's beautiful. Creamy too. It's not like metallic. It's more like a satin, so it's not really going to show up on the wet line of the eye. So that's a beautiful color. I love green, if you don't know. For the eyeshadow palette, this is also by LA Girl. This is Hey Vacay. Now, she didn't quite make it through shipping and handling. It is a little bit of a glitter storm in here because 2 of the shimmers busted the house in here. So I tried to press them back as much as possible, but this eyeshadow palette is gorgeous. Aside from, you know, that she's had a real hard life. That happens sometimes. But this is the eyeshadow palette that I'll be dipping into today, and I'm super excited to give it a shot. So this is going to be the fun part. These are all the lip products. These are the last of the products that I picked up. My drugstore makeup video really made me want to try more drugstore lip products because I had a dupe for YSL. So this is the fun part. I picked up some from Revlon, L'Oreal, and a couple more from Maybelline. Now, y'all know I stand by Maybelline products, lip liners, lipsticks, the whole 9 yards. I stand those products. I am going to be trying 2 formulas that I have not tried so far, so I'm excited about that. First up for Maybelline, I picked up 2 Superstay Matte Ink lipsticks in the shade 130 Self Starter and the shade 05 Loyalist. So I am excited about these. So we'll swatch these and we'll decide what one I'm going to wear on my lips today. Okay, this color just looks like it's going to be absolutely perfect. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. That's kind of a rosy terracotta color that I love. And just for reference, that's 130 self-starter. 05 Loyalist. That's beautiful too. That's that kind of mauve-y, dusty rose. It has a slight purplish hue to it, like in the undertone. Those are beautiful. Okay, next up I picked up two from Revlon. These are the Color Stay Satin Ink. That's funny how they're both like Super Stay, Color Stay, Matte Ink, Satin Ink. That's weird. Two different companies. Revlon 007 Partner in Crime. Swatch that. I got similar colors in each brand, but they just are the ones that drew me in. So watch these be like identical. A little deeper, a little more purple-ish. That's pretty though. For this one from Revlon, this is 013 Holy Pumpkin. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what that name is. Holy Pumpkin. Okay, so I basically picked out like the same colors from each brand. They're so similar. That's okay though, like I love these lip like colors anyway, so these will definitely be products that I wear. Also from Revlon, I picked up what I'm hoping is going to be a dupe for YSL because it's clear and it's a balm and it just looks like it'll be lovely. This is in the shade 001 Sparkling Quartz. I have high hopes. Color-wise, that looks similar. That really does look similar to YSL. It's more frosty than the one from Fenty. The one from Fenty has that pink undertone. So that could work. Formula-wise, it does feel a little bit stickier and a little bit heavier. But now, last product of the haul. This is from L'Oreal. This is supposed to be a dupe for the YSL Oil and Stick. Or Rouge Volupté is the new name for it. But this is 900 Color Rich Shine in the shade Glossy Fawn. This is supposed to be a dupe for the YSL products, so Okay. That is probably the closest lip product I have tried to YSL Rouge Volupté. It's very lightweight on the lips. I like that color too. Alright, so I didn't pick up a new lip liner, so I just applied my Rose lip liner from Mellow Cosmetics. Now we'll go in with a lip color. I think I'm going to go for the Color Stay Satin Ink by Revlon in the shade Holy Pumpkin, just to give this a shot. This is the formula I'm most interested to see. Okay, overall I am super happy with that formula. It's a beautiful color as well. It feels similar to the Velvet Liquid Lipsticks by Kylie Cosmetics. It has kind of that moussey feel, and it doesn't feel like it's going to completely dry down, which it does say it's a satin rather than a matte, so that's what I expect out of it. But that is very comfortable. It's not heavy on the lips whatsoever. This could be a new go-to for sure, and I love the color of it. Okay, so next up I'm going to go in with the palette from LA Girl. I'm going to do a couple swatches just to kind of see what we're working with. Okay, first up we have the shade Take a Dip. Now keep in mind that my palette was broken, so there is a little bit of shimmer in that. Next up the shade Poolside. That's pretty. That's really pretty. The shade Heat. It's a pretty color as well. And the last shade I'm going to swatch is Take Me. That's a beautiful color. It's kind of a grayish bronze color. That's lovely. Okay, so first up, I think I'm going to take this deep brown shade, which is OG Maui, and just start buffing that into my upper crease and really start to diffuse that out. Same shade on a pencil brush under the lower lash line. Okay, that's a pretty brown. It's a nice neutral brown. It's not too cool or too warm. Next up, I'm going to be taking this mid-tone brown in the shade Tan Lines on a big fluffy brush. Just kind of running that over the top to kind of blend a little bit more. Next up, I'm going to be taking the deepest turquoise shade, which is in the shade Sia, on a flat shader brush, which is not normally the typical pick. But I'm just going to lay that down on my outer corner, kind of buffing into the crease with that. I don't want to get too carried away with this shade, that's why I'm using a small shader brush. Original blending brush, just to buff that edge. Taking a dip of the turquoise shade on it, just the very, very tip of the brush, just to kind of help buff and push that color up a little bit. Next up, I'm going to be taking this kind of turquoise greenish shade, which is named XOXO, on the same brush that I used to lay that turquoise shade down. That's pretty. That's a real pretty color. On the same style of shader brush, I'm going to be going in with this white shade, which is named Seashells. This is kind of that shifty gold to white look, which is really pretty. I'm going to be taking that same shade, Seashells, on my inner corner. That's pretty for the inner corner. It's a really soft gold. Now on my finger, I'm going to be taking this shade Poolside, which is the shade that I swatched, that nice kind of shifty green shade. I'm just going to be taking that on my finger and just pressing that in between the kind of gold, white, and the turquoise shade, just to give it a little bit more green. And help blend those two shades together. Okay, this palette performed very well. The mattes are nice and blendable but pigmented. The shimmers are kind of more your classic shimmers that you would expect from drugstore, but the two that broke, when I pushed them back into the pan, they felt very similar to ABH. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch those just to kind of get an idea of what they're like. This is in the shade Glowing. Oh, that's gorgeous. And the shade Sunkissed. Okay, so those are much more metallic than the green shimmer that I swatched. So this does have kind of a range of formulas in it, which I appreciate and I like very much. I'm very happy with this palette so far. Now I'm going to go in with the liner in the shade Eye Dragon, which is also from LA Girl, and I'm just going to line my lower lash line. Okay, that applied very well. My eyes get a little bit watery every time I do that. It doesn't matter if it's stiff or if it's a really creamy formula, my eyes just kind of water. But that applied very nicely. It's very smooth. There wasn't any tug whatsoever, and the color is really pretty. I think it complements this look really well. So since my lips have somewhat dried down, this is a satin formula, so it's not going to be completely dry down, but I wanted to top this with the supposedly dupe for YSL. So that feels very good. Layers well on this lipstick even though it doesn't completely dry down. It's not too heavy on this either. Alright, so finally we are going to get into MAC Extended Play Giga Black Mascara. That is a lengthy wand. So we're just going to give this a shot. Now, everybody that I have seen that likes this mascara only likes it for their lower lash line, but I am going to try it for just my lashes in general. I first heard about this through Jaclyn Hill videos and then Mel Thompson. So I wanted to give it a shot. Two of my favorite YouTubers. Okay, so this is mascara versus no mascara. Personally, I love it for the top lash line. It's a very thin feeling formula, like it doesn't feel like it's going to cake up, so it looks thin on the lashes, but it lengthens and darkens like you would want it to. I personally love that. I'm going to go ahead and apply the other side. Alright guys, that is it for this haul video slash makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So far, everything I have tried is a hit for me. Even the foundation, I have warmed up to it and I feel like it looks better now that it's been applied for probably 30 minutes or so. I feel like it has set down on the skin really nicely. It's not tacky at all. So I'm happy with everything I picked up. Let me know what was your favorite product that I tried so far, what you think you were most impressed with. I would love to know, or if you've picked up anything, I would love to know what you picked up. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you guys in my next video. Oh, if you're not subscribed, I would also appreciate that. If you want to be notified when I upload, hit the bell. Other than that, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. Oh, and I did get like 2 more from Maybelline. But this is...